So, good morning students. Let us proceed from where we have left yesterday. Yesterday when we were discussing, there was a boat problem, remember? There was a person here and this person is walking towards this point and we have, see, this is a case of internal case I told you. So, in internal forces, you know, there will be no shift in there will be no overall shift. The center of mass will remain there it is. We have said that this boat mass M is there, this fellows mass is small m, and this length is capital L. So this is on the water. When this fellow is walking this side, the boat will try to move in this side, so that if the center of mass line was this, it will remain there only. Center of mass is not going to shift. There will be a readjustment in the boat position with respect to the shoreline. If it was here, it will come here. There was a slight shift. So this fellow is walking. Okay, and we have seen that expression also. What was that expression? If the person is moving, we have said that suppose the displacement of the boat we have calculated d is equal to. So while writing the boat, we said take the buoy mass ml by m plus m. If you consider this as positive, you have to consider this as negative. Okay. So when you talk about the shifting of the boat with respect to the ground, you will say it is ml by capital M plus m, and it is in this direction, positive direction. When you talk about the shift, when you talk about how much this person has shifted now with respect to the ground, we will say d dash is equal to capital M by M plus M with a minus sign. बोट कितना जा रहा है करना है एम, देखो ml by m plus m लिखना है. डिनोमिनेटर में कैपिटल M plus स्मॉल m, बोट वेट प्लस बोट मास प्लस mass of the man. When you are writing for the boat, in the capital, in the numerator, buoy mass will come. When you talk about the buoy, in the numerator, boat mass will come. Now suppose ऐसा कोई situation है, if this fellow, the same, the length was how much? The length I have given yesterday. Let us say the length was 10 meter. And this boat weight was 40 kg and this fellow's weight was 10 kg. Okay, obviously the boy weight can never be 10 kg, just some example we are taking. And this fellow is running with 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second. Okay, so obviously this is also moving. So boat का speed कितना होना चाहिए? Okay, understood the question? Yesterday he is simply walking, now he is running with 2 meter per second. So the same funda applies. You see, this equation is there. When he is running, when you differentiate this length, but basically what is length? You are talking in terms of displacement. So अभी velocity निकालने को बोला है, तो you have to simply differentiate this equation. Okay? So what you will get? Suppose if I say d of boat. So here velocity of boat. इसको differentiate किया with respect to time, you will get velocity of boat. Differentiate this equation, small m, capital M, these are two constants only, so this will become m by m plus m into इसका differentiation. Okay, so you are getting what? The speed of the boat, the speed of the man. Okay, so how to calculate this now? So this will become, you are calculating for the boat, put the weight of the person now, 10 by 10 plus 40 into the speed of the man, 2. Which direction is going? This one is going like this, the boat is going like this, so you can call this as a positive speed. I am taking sign convention, this is positive, so this will be negative. So the boat is moving in the positive direction. Okay, positive negative is only a sign convention. Okay, just to differentiate between because we cannot call both as positive, no? One is coming in this direction, another is going in this direction. So what is your answer here? 10 by 50 into 2, which is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is 0.4 meter. क्या मतलब है इसका? If this fellow is running with 2 meter per second speed, the boat is kind of adjusting in this direction with a speed of 0.4 meter per second, such that the center of mass remains there only. So this whole thing what we have discussed is basically an extension of what we had done yesterday. Okay? Yesterday हमने क्या किया था? This fellow is walking. जब ये वॉक कर रहा है तो बोट कितना एडजस्ट होगा, ये हमने वर्कआउट किया था. आज हम क्या बोल रहे हैं? अगर एक पर्सन भाग रहा है तो बोट भी भागेगा. कौन से डायरेक्शन में? इसके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. टू कीप व्हाट? टू कीप द सेंटर ऑफ मास देयर ओनली, बिकॉज द सेंटर ऑफ मास will not shift. These are the cases of internal forces. Okay, so this is one concept. So any problem comes from this type of concept, you should be able to easily solve. ठीक है? इसी इक्वेशन का एक्सटेंशन है. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अगर बोट का निकाल रहे हैं तो आदमी का मास लेते हैं. ठीक है? और अगर हम लोग आदमी का डिस्प्लेसमेंट निकालते हैं तो बोट का मास लेते हैं. यहाँ पर भी वही फंडा है. तो यहाँ पर हम लोग लेंथ लिखते थे, यहाँ पे हम लोग उसका स्पीड लिखेंगे. तो ये लेंथ कुछ भी हो सकता है, वो 2 मीटर जा सकता है, 4 मीटर जा सकता है, वो यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक आ सकता है. तो इन जनरल ये कोई x होगा, ये वेरी कर रहा है. ठीक है? दिस इज वेरिंग, दिस इज नॉट कांस्टेंट. सो वो 2 मीटर आएगा तो यहाँ पे 2 मीटर आएगा. अगर वो 4 मीटर गया तो 4 मीटर. तो चूंकि ये वेरी कर रहा है, उसको हमने डिफरेंशिएट किया, वी गॉट द मैक्स स्पीड. ओके, जस्ट नोट इट डाउन. सो इसके पहले जो व्हाट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इज दैट we have discussed the cases of internal forces. Okay, the internal forces when one person is walking on a boat and all that, those type of questions. They are important questions, often they are tested. Now let us see another concept. Now let us say there is a mass. Okay, there is 4 kg mass is there. 4 kg mass is there. This is separated by, let us say, 2 meter. ठीक है? So this is a system now. Okay, you can see that they are symmetrical. So where is the center of mass of the system? The center of mass of the system will be in the center only. Okay, so this is at half the distance, it is 1 meter. ठीक है? अभी ध्यान से, यहां पर मैंने इसको और 4 किलो ऐड कर दिया, और 4 किलो ऐड कर दिया. ठीक है? तो क्या हो जाएगा अभी नाउ? दिस विल लुक लाइक 4 kg 8 kg नाउ. ठीक है? इन दोनों के बीच में गैप क्या है? 2 मीटर. नाउ लेट अस कैलकुलेट द व्हाट यू कॉल द सेंटर ऑफ मास ऑफ द न्यू सिस्टम. सो वी विल टेक दिस एज द रेफरेंस. सो x bar will be equal to 4 into 0. Okay, center of mass is here only. I am taking this line as the reference line. Okay, plus 8 into 2 divided by 4 plus 8. Okay, so this is 16 divided by 12. So it is 4 by 3. It is 1.33 meters, isn't it? So earlier it was here. Now it is 1.33 from this point. So it is here now. So this is 0.33. It moved in this direction. So what have you done here? You have added weight here. You have added weight here. So when you added weight here, the center of mass shifted towards that added weight. And this is called shift. Shift. ठीक है? What is this? Shift of center of mass. So जहां हमने ऐड किया उस तरफ वो शिफ्ट हो गया. ठीक है? तो this shift is often tested, you know. तो यहाँ पे शिफ्ट क्या है बेसिकली, शिफ्ट इज x बार न्यू माइनस x बार ओरिजिनल. x बार ओरिजिनल वॉज दिस इज x बार न्यू. इन दोनों के बीच में जो गैप है वही हमारा शिफ्ट है, एंड इट शिफ्टेड टुवर्ड्स द एडेड वेट. नोट इट डाउन. नाउ इसी को दूसरी तरह से देखते हैं. वही एग्जांपल HR में, this is 4 kg, this is also 4 kg, and this is 2 meter. The same question. अब मैं क्या करता हूं, इसमें से 2 kg निकाल लेता हूं, तो this will become what? This will become 2 kg now. This will become 4 kg. ठीक है, 2 kg 4 kg. पहला केस क्या था, हमने ऐड किया था. इसमें क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, सबट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. वी आर क्या बोलेंगे इसको, रिड्यूसिंग वेट और रिमूविंग वेट, कुछ भी नाम रखो, बेसिकली फंडा शुड बी क्लियर. रिमूविंग वेट हियर, इसमें से 2 kg निकाल लिया. अब इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास निकालिए. इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास कैसा आएगा, x bar is equal to m1 x1. Here also, and my reference line is this only. You take this as reference line, you take as a center as a reference line, you take this, the frame of reference doesn't matter. Whichever you take, you get the same answer. Okay? इसको मैंने पहले 1-2 बार मैंने प्रूव भी किया था, बार-बार नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, 2-3 बार प्रूव करने के बाद हमें वो फंडा क्लियर होना चाहिए कि आप कुछ भी लो रेफरेंस एक्सिस, the answer won't change. Now x bar will be equal to 2 into 0 plus 4 into कितना हो गया, 4 into 2 divided by 2 plus 4. ठीक है, कितना आता है, 8 divided by 6 which is 4 by 3, it is 1.33. इधर भी हमें उतना ही आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो ये क्या हो गया, ओरिजिनल सेंटर ऑफ मास वाज हियर and now the present center of mass is here. Now this distance is 1.33, isn't it? Originally it was at 1 before the removal of the weight. तो जब हम वेट निकाल रहे हैं तो वेट जिस तरफ ज्यादा है सेंटर ऑफ मास उस तरफ दौड़ रहा है, उस तरफ जा रहा है. Very important point, please remember this. Okay, I am telling you with simple examples so that you understand the concept behind it. तो अगर तुम इसको वेट ऐड कर रहे हो तब भी तुम्हारा शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स एडेड वेट होगा. अगर तुम इसमें से वेट निकाल रहे हो तब भी तुम्हारा शिफ्ट, इधर भी शिफ्ट कितना है 0.33 है, तब भी वो उस तरफ ही होगा. ठीक है, एंड शिफ्ट इज इक्वल टू द प्रेजेंट लोकेशन ऑफ द सेंटर ऑफ मास माइनस द ओल्ड लोकेशन ऑफ द सेंटर ऑफ मास. ओके, सो नोट डाउन दिस. मान लो you have a disk. In the first class I told that you have a line element, जैसे कोई rod. You have a plane element like a disk, your computer disk. Nowadays nobody is using the CD player and all those things. CD disk what is it? तो उसका एक area होता है. And there is a third type of a thing where you call this as a solid thing, which has a mass, which has a volume, their density, everything will come into picture. तो अगर डिस्क भी लोगे उसका भी कुछ डेंसिटी होगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डिस्क देयर इज नो डेंसिटी टू इट. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, सपोज ऐसा कोई डिस्क है. ठीक है, दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ द डिस्क. ठीक है, और इसका रेडियस दिया है 4 मीटर. इस डिस्क में से हमने एक छोटा डिस्क को काट दिया, कैंची चला दी. We have applied scissors and we have cut a smaller disc from this bigger disc. Okay, such that this it is at the corner now. Okay, you can cut anywhere. So what will happen to center of mass? Will it remain there only? Original disc, the center of mass was here. Will it be there only now? So how to find that? So here we have seen this formula, no? A1x1 plus A2x2 डिवाइडेड बाई A1 plus A2। अगर दो एरिया हैं तो यहाँ पे भी दो एरिया हैं, इसको मैं A1 बोलूंगा, इसको जो काट के निकाल दिया है इसको मैं A2 बोलूंगा, ठीक है। तो यहाँ कैसे करेंगे, हाउ टू डू दिस? So here the formula will little change. What will happen is, because you are subtracting, this will become minus and this will become minus. The whole procedure remains same. क्या कर रहे हैं, बड़े एरिया में से हम लोग निकाल क्या रहे हैं, ये जो शेडेड एरिया है इसको छोड़ करके, ध्यान से देखो, बिगर एरिया स्मॉलर एरिया, इसको काट करके फेंक दिया, तो क्या बचा, ये शेडेड एरिया, राइट। दिस शेडेड एरिया का सेंटर ऑफ मास किधर है, कितना शिफ्ट हुआ, ठीक है। तो कैसे करेंगे, दिस, ध्यान से देखो, इफ आई कॉल दिस एज y एक्सिस एंड दिस एज x एक्सिस, राइट, x y y, यहां पर अगर मैं लाइन लगाता हूं तो ये और ये सिमेट्रिकल है, लेकिन ये सिमेट्रिकल नहीं है, ओके। यहां देखो, अगर ऐसे देखता हूं, दिस एंड दिस 2 पॉइंट्स आर नॉट सिमेट्रिकल, बट इन दिस फैशन दे आर सिमेट्रिकल। सो अलोंग द y डायरेक्शन आपका सेंटर ऑफ मास इधर ही होगा। दिस इज अ प्लेन ऑब्जेक्ट, इट विल हैव 2 कोऑर्डिनेट्स x एंड y, लेकिन अगर तुम ऐसे देखते हो, ठीक है, इट इज परफेक्टली सिमेट्रिकल, तो उसका अगर x और y होगा तो y 0 पे ही होगा। वी हैव टू फाइंड दिस x बार 0, ओके। रीजनिंग समझ में आया? क्योंकि ये along this, if I put a mirror along x, it is perfectly mirror image, okay. So we have to find what? We have to find only x bar, not y bar. Often the question will come, somebody student will ask, जब हम इसको निकाल रहे हैं तो उसको भी निकालना है ना, यहाँ निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है, no need to find out that because it is perfectly symmetrical, okay, all right. Now, so I have given you the, we call this as 4 centimeter, okay? And this radius, let us say it is 1 centimeter, all are, you cannot have 4 meter diameter, 4 meter radius, 4 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So let us find out now. So originally the center of mass was here. Now x bar mu is equal to a1 x1. What is a1? Pi into 4 square. That is a1 x1. I will take this as my reference line. Okay? I will take this center as my reference line. उसका जो होगा उसके सेंटर में होगा, तो ये हो जाएगा 0. a1 x1 will become 0 minus, because we are subtracting, a2 is this circle, इसका एरिया कितना है, pi r square. सो यहाँ पे 4 स्क्वायर क्यों लिखा था, तो इसका रेडियस 4 सेंटीमीटर है, तो यहाँ पे होगा 1 स्क्वायर इनटू x2 मतलब इसका जो सेंटर ऑफ मास है इसके सेंटर में है, तो तुमको ये डिस्टेंस लिखना है, राइट। सो फ्रॉम हियर व्हाट इज दिस डिस्टेंस, द टोटल इज 4 सेंटीमीटर फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, ये 1 सेंटीमीटर चला गया, तो ये कितना बचा, 3 सेंटीमीटर। दिस टोटल इज 4, दिस इज 1, 4 minus 1 3 सेंटीमीटर डिवाइडेड बाय a1 minus a2, so pi into 4 square minus pi into 1 square, okay. So this is the procedure in simple way I am telling you, okay. No need to remember all these formulas and all that. So you can see that pi is common in both numerator and denominator, so you can cancel out pi, so this becomes minus 3 divided by 16 minus 1, or it is minus 3 by 15 by 1 by 5 minus 0.2 centimeter. What does this minus indicate? क्या कर रहा है वो माइनस, तुमने यहां पर एरिया काट करके निकाल दिया, तो एरिया किस तरफ ज्यादा है, इस तरफ ज्यादा है, इसलिए माइनस आ रहा है, वो इधर शिफ्ट हो रहा है, इधर जा रहा है। जब तुम काट के निकाल रहे हो तो ये इस तरफ जा रहा है, तो दिस इज योर 0.2। तो क्या हो गया, ओरिजिनली द सेंटर ऑफ मास वाज हियर, जैसे तुमने इसको काट करके निकाल दिया तो this became this point shifted to this point. That means it moved towards the larger area. Okay, it moves towards the larger area. So remember this concept, and you have understood how I have found out. If you want to put the formula here, if I want to find out this delta S, let us say shift, delta S will be x bar original minus x bar new. Okay, so original was here only, so it was 0 minus, it is 0.2 centimeter. Okay, towards left. So here we are taking only the magnitude. यहाँ पे हम लोग साइन के साथ नहीं ले रहे. So 0.2 centimeter with the minus sign means when you have taken this as a reference point, it is towards the left only. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the shift. So note it down. In the same example, let me just dust it. In the same example, I have put it here. No? If I put it here, will my procedure change? My procedure won't change. It will remain in this, from this bigger area. I am removing it. Okay, the procedure will remain same only. Whether you cut here, whether here or here, it won't affect. Okay, so that is one point. You can cut here also. You can cut here also. You can cut anywhere. The procedure will remain same only. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are cutting. And while cutting also, you have to see how it is cut. You have to see the symmetry. Okay, suppose this was cut like this. Now this is your circular disc, and it is cut over here. Okay, so the center of mass will shift in this direction. This is cut. Okay, why? Because this is my x-axis, this is my y-y. About y-y, if I take a line like this, it is symmetrical. But about x-axis, it is not symmetrical. So what is getting affected? Y direction is getting affected. Okay, so it is symmetrical about x-axis, but not symmetrical. Symmetrical about y-y. यहाँ पे एक लाइन इमेजिन करो, this point and this point is perfectly symmetrical. यहाँ पे लाइन इमेजिन करो, ये point और ये point perfectly symmetrical. So symmetrical about y-y, but not symmetrical about x-axis. ठीक है? When it is not symmetrical about x-axis, the movement of center of mass will be in the y direction. ये point. When it is not symmetrical about x-axis, the movement of y direction will be in the y direction. So यहाँ area कम कर दिया, तो this whole region is having more area now. It will shift in the downward direction. So this is the reason. Okay? Yeah. So this is how it is. Okay? इसी को extend करते हुए, let us say you have a circle like this, you have cut here, and exactly here also you have cut the similar way. What will happen? Here also you remove, here also you remove. Okay? This radius is 4 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter radius. Let us say this is 1 centimeter. The distance also is symmetrical. 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter ऊपर काट दिया, 1 centimeter नीचे काट दिया. अभी देखो, it is symmetrical about x-axis and y-y. About both it is symmetrical. तो center of mass किधर होगा? वो नहीं होगा. तो center पे ही होगा. Calculate and see and tell me if my analysis is. I'm just inferring. करके नहीं देखा है, छोटा सा मैंने यूज कर लिया. कैलकुलेट करके देखो, सेंटर ऑफ मास वही होगा कॉन्सेप्चुअली. sometimes they give you a sphere and sphere में से कुछ काटा है. So they talk about solid sphere like a volleyball, football, that onion what you see. So solid sphere कैसे दिखता है? Solid sphere is like this, you know. I'm not drawing expert, but something it looks like this. You have to imagine this as a 3D, you know. It has got some volume. So यहाँ पे क्या procedure है? So suppose I am drawing a line sketch. This is my sphere. Okay. This is not plane diagram. This is a three-dimensional thing. This is a three-dimensional thing. The previous case what we talked, disc. Disc was two-dimensional. Disc was two-dimensional. This is a three-dimensional thing. So यहाँ how you have to do? How you have to change your calculation? Suppose in this example also you have cut a small sphere here. वो बड़ा वाला like your onion, you know. वो onion का जो वॉल्यूम है उसमें से इतना वॉल्यूम निकाल लिया बाहर. तो क्या होगा सेंटर ऑफ मास? It will shift. It will shift. Same reasoning. But how we are going to get the calculation means here because the volumes are involved, you will change to x bar is equal to v1 x1 minus v2 x2 divided by v1 minus v2. What is v1 v2? The volumes of the bigger sphere and the smaller sphere. v1 v2 are the corresponding volumes. ठीक है, बस यही चेंज करना है. एक small example we will do and close it. First we will calculate. Let us say this bigger sphere what we had, it is having 2 centimeter radius, and the smaller one has let us say this is original the 4 centimeter only, and this is 1 centimeter radius. So our x bar will change like this. X bar original will be in the center only. We are calculating x bar new. So it will be v1 x1. What is the volume of the sphere? It is 4/3 pi r cube. 4/3 pi r cube. What is r? It is 4 cube minus 4/3 pi smaller sphere 1 cube divided by v1 minus v2. अच्छा, यहाँ पर v1 x1 है, उसको मैं खा गया. Don't do such silly stupid mistakes. v1 x1. This is v1 into x1. इसका x1 किधर है? I am taking this as my reference line. As a homework, you can try this also as a reference line. Tell me if your answer is changing. I hope it will not change. Okay. So this is v1 x1. What is x1? x1 is 0 minus v2. 4/3 इसका रेडियस कितना है? 1. 4/3 pi r cube into इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास किधर है? यहाँ पर है. Like our previous question, this total is 4. This is 1. So this will be 3. So it is 3. v2 x2 divided by 4/3 pi r cube minus 4/3 pi 1 cube. Right? So you can see that 4/3 pi is common in both numerator and denominator. So this will become minus 3 divided by 4 cube minus 1 cube. So this is minus 3 divided by 4 cube. 4 into 4 16, 16 into 4 64, 64 minus 1. So it is 63. It is minus 121. You can see here minus you are getting. क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ से मैंने निकाल के फेंका, तो इस डायरेक्शन में तुम्हारा वॉल्यूम ज्यादा है, तो it is shifting in this direction. Okay. So what is the shift here? Minus 1/21. यहाँ ध्यान से देखने वाली बात यह है, अगर मैंने इसको रेफरेंस लिया तो मेरे को डायरेक्ट शिफ्ट मिलेगा. If you take this as the reference line, what you have to do? You have to calculate from this point. You have to calculate the old one. You have to calculate the new one, and then calculate the shift. I have taken 0 0 as the reference, so I directly got the shift. This is the shift value. But suppose you have taken this as the reference, then shift delta s will be equal to x bar original minus x bar new. So this is the concept. Okay. So let's meet up in the next class. We'll discuss some more concepts. Till then, take care. Bye bye.